Well, Mike Moritz joining us once again this year for the Weather Year in Review. There's always a lot to talk about.
Yeah, we were just talking, you kind of forget about what happens in the weather, and then there's just a ton of things that goes on over the course of the year across the state.
Absolutely. So let's start off with precipitation this year.
Yeah, most of the state was well above normal precipitation. In fact, just a train of rain events across northern and western Nebraska. Some areas of the sand hills 10 to 15 inches above normal. We have moved out of drought conditions. Unfortunately for some of our producers, we've had a wet fall, but we always say, take that rain when you can get it. It's so valuable to our economy.
Yeah, so that drought condition really making a big impact, that precipitation on our drought across the area. When was it that we completely cleared out a drought?
Well, we had a pretty wet winter last winter. We were warm the first part of the summer, and we really moved out of the drought the last few months with big rain events in October, another one, a record breaker here in late November, early December. So a lot of moisture, especially during the latter part of the season.
And with some of that moisture, we had some severe weather, unfortunately, a lot of crop damage across the area this year.
Yeah, we really didn't have a very big tornado year. It kind of looks like the preliminary numbers around the state, about 15 or so less tornadoes than normal. But we did have some big wind and hail events. Phelps County, Hamilton County, York County, north of Columbus, parts of Howard County, all really had mow downs, the kind of big hail, high wind type events that really cause a lot of agricultural problems.
And then going back to the winter weather, we started off this last winter, I should say, with some precipitation, and then we had some even outside of the winter season, right?
Yeah, I still have people talk about how cold it was in April. We had pretty good snow on Easter, then we had a big blizzard in mid-April, and then somebody turned on the heat switch going into June and July. So really just a really interesting year temperature-wise. When you look across the entire state, we're well above normal, but most of us probably don't remember the heat. We remember the cold April. We remember the cold November. We struggled to see 40 degrees for about a month, so that's really uncommon for our part of the country.
Yeah, so some big things happening across the area throughout this year. Thank you again for joining us and looking back on this year in terms of weather. And in terms of grill, we have more coming up. Stay with us.
We certainly have enjoyed seeing your photos throughout the year. Keep them coming in 2019. Go to our website, Nebraska.tv, click on Chime In.